This is at least my second visit to Llandudno Junction, the former LNWR, LMR and LMS shed. Sadly, it's gone now, but I'm going to follow the crumpled edition of the British Locomotive Shed Directory, and I'm going to follow those instructions and find out exactly where the site was. Today I'm at Llandudno Junction station, and I'm going to visit 6G Llandudno Shed, Llandudno Junction Shed I should say, and this is the starting point. Now, I have been to this shed before, and I think, well, I remember rightly, there's no trace of the shed now, but the shed was on the south side of the station on a loop. So we're going to go into the station, we'll start the trip as we normally do and follow the directions.
Mae Modorgan, T Croes, Rosneiger, y Valley, yn orsafod aros ar gais. A dylai teithwyr y gorsafoedd hyn ofyn i'r trachnwr ar y tren I drefnu'r gwasanaeth I aros i'w galluogi I ddod oddi ar y tren.
The next train to arrive
I'll just rephrase that for you. That was in Welsh.
For Wales, service to Holyhead.
We're waiting for a train coming in, so I might as well see this before we head for the shed.
Blooper alert. Watch out, blooper alert.
Church, Gobelin, Shrewsbury, Church.
I got you on that one.
That's a short train.
Yeah. So we've done our little bit of train spotting for the day, and now I'm going to follow the instructions. So it says come out of the station and turn right on Conway Road. So I presume that's Conway Road there. So I'm going to have to go back the way that I came in. Changed my mind, there's a path here that gets us down. Oh, this way has got to be Conway Road. So we've got to turn right onto Conway Road. Now we've got to walk about 3/4 of a mile parallel with the railway until we reach a street with a bridge on. I'm not sure of the name, but I'll get back to you in a minute with that. So the name of the road is Queen's Road, where we have to turn right. So I've got a little 3/4 mile hike now, and then we turn onto the Queen's Road and we go over the bridge that takes us over the railway to get us on the south side of the line. It's a bit of a drag up this hill, but we're getting there. It's levelling out a bit now, so that's a bit easier. Can't be far off now. I've just seen a sign here now. This is Queen's Road. So this is a cul-de-sac and it should take us over the bridge and subsequently over the railway line. Well, success, there's the bridge. Now when we get over the bridge, apparently, if it's still there, there is a footpath that runs parallel with the railway, and I'm hoping we've still got access to it. Otherwise it's a lot of walking wasted. But this was the original route to the shed, and the train just gone under the bridge. Let this car go first. That's a nice bridge. There's the station, that down there, and these loop lines to the left could have actually gone to the shed. I think that's what where those trees are there, the tallest tree, the shed was behind that, so I would assume there would be a spur off to go down to the shed. And this is from the other side. Beautiful day today. Now then, is the path still open? That's the question. It looks promising because there's a fence there and looks to have a gap on the right. So fingers crossed here. Right, so let's see if we can oh, there is a path there. Wonderful, wonderful. Let's hope it's still as it was in the old days. The old cinder path to the shed. Now there's the dilemma. There's a fork here and I usually get the wrong one. I'm going to stick, I think, parallel with the railway. See where that leads. It's looking good. Way down there. So we have to do a follow this path down to what was the carriage shed, and then we turn left at the carriage shed and we go around what was the carriage shed, and then the shed was there. It's quite a nice shed as well, and it had a turntable as well. So we're heading down to the carriage shed now. A nice little pleasant walk on a nice day. We're coming into a little bit of building now, which is excellent. And I know roughly where the carriage shed was, and we've got to go around this building here. I think the other path where the junction was may have gone down to the shed, but I'm not sure. But these are the instructions I had: turn left at the carriage shed. So we'll go and find where the carriage shed was. These are some shots of Llandudno Junction. I took these in 2018 and they show the derelict lines, which probably led into the shed yard. So now we're almost there, I think now. Going past this building, which would have been where the sidings were and the entrance to the shed. So all this big area, which has now been developed, would have been railway lines. So now I'm heading for that big building, which is a cineplex, which is now on the site of what was the carriage. Now the carriage works. I've got to let this bus through. Oh, it's not coming my way. Now this would have been where the carriage shed was, and we would have walked down here past the carriage shed. I don't know whether we can get through, but we're going to try. So obviously we, oops, nearly tripped then. If you can imagine this here, it gives quite a good view of what it might have been like, the carriage shed. So we would have walked down past this carriage shed, and the shed was at the other end of it. So I'm going to have to walk around this building now. So obviously I can't get through here. So I'm now at the front of this building, which just happens to be a cineplex. So this would have been the other side of the carriage sheds. So it's quite a good marker, this, really, this building, because it would have been about the size of the carriage shed. And the engine shed would have been down here in this area. Not quite this close, it'd be on the other side of this Pizza Hut. And I think the turntable would have been somewhere around this area here. So here we have it. This little section of car park here is where Llandudno Junction 6G it was, and this is where it stood. Now, as you can see, it's just a car park. Again, progress at its best. So thanks for joining me, and we'll come back again soon and we'll do another one. So thanks for visiting. Bye for now.